Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Hivemind After Hours podcast. Once again, probably for the final time in 2023, we are once again talking to Paul Bartolome and his entire band. And unlike the last time we did this, we got the entire Hivemind gang here together. Jacob, not absent this time. How's everyone doing tonight?
Hi, you can't get rid of me.
True.
As much as we wish we could.
Can they hear this? Is the paywall up?
Oh man,
how you guys doing over there?
We are doing fantastic. It is only 11 p.m. for us.
You're insane.
So we are doing.
Hope you don't have work tomorrow.
Yep. I don't. My work is sitting in the studio and writing songs. I'm good. The opposite.
Hey, there's any kind of job to do. I think that's one of the better
I'm a little
ones.
jealous, not gonna lie.
Oh, boys, it's hard work. Sometimes it gets so hard I just go to the fridge next to the desk and pop a beer and really evaluate my life while I'm writing songs.
See, I work a corporate job and I can't do that on the clock. So
Sure you can.
I used to work a corporate job and I still do that. I got fired from that job, but
that's my concern. All right, well, we'll fire things off. You guys just, at the time of recording this, just dropped Dancing with the Dead and are currently on, I believe at the time of the recording, it's next week, going on a tour with that single in mind. How's the single been doing? I know it's pretty much a blend of how Judgment was and a little bit of the old style as well. So how'd that single come about, and what's it looking like for you guys coming up on this tour?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really cool song. It was definitely, when we had this new piece of work done, we definitely picked it to be a good single for Halloween. It's actually a 3-part song on the album. We have not announced, but I guess I've just announced it now. But whoops, sorry, label. We have an album coming out. Yeah, this song is part 1. The music video, we are shooting part 2 for the music video in just after the tour. Week after the tour, we shoot part 2. There's an extended version of this video that's like 7-8 minutes long that has a full story at the beginning, some fun acting stuff. Second part is going to be even more full on, and then the third part is just going to be wild. Yeah, it's been fun. The reaction's been great to it. It's gone down really well. It was 11 in the metal charts on iTunes, which was cool. You know, Judgment was more of a standalone, just like release and surprise song because I started jumping on the asking stuff and screaming. So
I was going to ask about that because Judgment feels like a crazy switch up from anything you've ever done before.
Yeah, that's on the album as well. But it's more the fact that song we just dropped because I was about to go on tour with Asking and do all the screams, and I had never screamed live, and people were asking how I sound, and I'd only just learned to scream. So we just kind of had that song about, showed it to the boys. That kind of kickstarted the whole album, really. It was just that song. It was meant for someone else that I was writing for at the time. I kept it and then showed the boys. We booked a video that night, and then we did a video the week later, and we dropped it 2 weeks after that. So that was just a surprise release, whereas Dancing with the Dead is definitely the main first single back since Reflections.
And I'm looking at the Spotify numbers right now. Dancing with the Dead is currently your top song on Spotify, so doing pretty well.
Yeah, we're pumped on that. It's really cool. We did this whole album DIY as well this time. It's mixed by all of us, it's produced by us, written by us, tracked by us, artworks by us. The streaming videos are by us. The only thing we didn't do are the music videos, but even with that, we still wrote all of the stuff and pretty much directed it. So, yeah, this album is super fun. The artwork I love for it, and it's really cool. It's a really cool vibe. It's a very different vibe, this album. I think Dancing with the Dead is probably one of the more out there theatrical songs, apart from 2 others that are wild. And then, yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit on this album.
What inspired Dancing with the Dead?
One night I went out and I was dancing with this girl who looked absolutely dead. I'm joking.
I don't know what else I expected from that. All good.
It was meant to be written for someone else, and then it just became too good, so we kept it. It was meant to be like an old school emo-y kind of throwback to like bands like Escape the Fate when they did creepy songs like Zombie Dance and It's Just Me. Songs like that. I think Stephen with Sirens did a Halloween song. Dead did a Halloween song. This was our attempt at a Halloween-y kind of song, a bit more theatrical. And then as soon as I wrote the chorus, I decided that the band I was going to give it to won't get it, and I'll keep it. And that was probably the second song where it was like, okay, I think we have an album we're making. Kind of went very quickly after Judgment to, we have this one song, to, oh, this song could be for us. And then suddenly it was like 2 weeks later, we're like, okay, we have like 12, 13 songs that we are sounding great, and for us, and we have a whole album. Then suddenly it was like we have artwork, some videos, and got back in touch with the label kind of, because we kind of went a bit, we just kind of took some time while I was doing the Asking stuff since Reflections came out, and yeah, we just kind of hit them back up and we're like, right, we have an album, everything's done, let's get back to it.
So you said you were learning how to or do screams live with Judgment. How has that been? Has it been a tough learning curve or easy or?
It's been pretty easy. I mean, I started in December. It was just to when I was writing the Asking record and writing all the vocals for it. I wanted to put scream parts back in, as that was one of the requirements the band gave me when they told me to write the album. And I think it was Bad Blood, the ending of Bad Blood, when I first did it. I've been fucking around with shit in the car, just doing a new technique for screams. Then I was like, I'll put it on the track. It kind of sounded good, so I kept progressing it from there to the point where I could do it on a full song like Judgment. And then now we've gone from there to, I went from there to the Asking tour. Now about to do our tour and rehearsals, and it's sounding stronger than ever. So it feels good. It feels good. It's fun to be able to have that in the arsenal again and kind of throw it in these songs, especially all the songs on this album. Pretty sure. I don't think there's one song that doesn't have a really heavy breakdown. I'm pretty sure there might be one actually. Apart from that, every other song I think there's screams all over the place.
We do like some breakdowns around these parts, so.
Well, you love this album then, because there's a lot.
What's the release schedule gonna look like? Are you guys doing the same kind of structure with Reflections, where you're doing like EP drops and then the full album?
If you're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, if you're allowed to talk about it. Mind you.
So we are.
That's completely fair.
But I will.
That's awesome.
Love it.
As Paul Bartolome himself, I think I will talk about the release.
Well, to
So
not get
basically-
in trouble with your label, I guess better question is, what would be a preferred release schedule? Would you prefer to go?
Third release schedule will be the release schedule we have planned.
Awesome.
Well, that's a good thing at least. That is good.
Judgment was a surprise release song. That will be on the album. It's the opening track. That was more of a surprise release. Dancing with the Dead is a more middle ground song where it's definitely the lighter song on the album. With the whole kind of like thrillery talking breakdown. But the rest of the album has got a lot of real heavy parts on. Our release is we're shooting 13 music videos. We have 13 songs. We're going to be dropping and announcing. Well, I guess I'm announcing it now. We have a single coming out in January, which will be the announcement of the new album EP Part 1. And then we're going to have Part 2 of the Dancing with the Dead video coming out for that EP around April time. And then the whole EP in June with another music video. And then following that, we have another music video to tie off Part 1. And then following that, we have another music video as the first single of Part 2 EP. And then the Part 2 EP will drop with another music video. And then we're going to chill for a bit, drop one more music video, and then the album will come out. Full deluxe album with 20 songs on.
Jeez.
The EP will have...
Y'all been cooking. Y'all been cooking.
Yeah, EP1 has 6 songs, EP2 has 5 songs, and then the album has 20 songs. There's an acoustic version coming out, probably shouldn't say, of Dance with the Dead this month. I'm finishing it tomorrow. The next single will have an acoustic version come out. The album will have 5 acoustic versions, 2 orchestral versions, and then 2 extra songs from the EPs. That's 20 songs. Thank you.
That's a lot. That's a lot of music.
That's
So,
crazy.
Is this all done already, or is it? Or are you
Yep,
still?
I'm looking at the artwork right now. I've got the big name of the album on there. We got all the EP artworks done last night. We got all the social media content filmed and done. For the next single, we have 8 of the music videos done and being edited. We filmed the next music video after this tour, which is part 2 of Dance with the Dead, will release in April. And the whole schedule is released, ready to go, and rock and roll.
I guess it kind of makes sense that you guys have been cooking up a lot of stuff because you've only released 2 new songs this year, and you haven't really done a lot of touring other than being out with Asking Alexandria. But it has been a quieter year compared to last year, at least.
We actually only made this album in, I think, in total from starting of writing to the end of like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks,
Yeah,
and
3
then
weeks.
probably 4 weeks to when it was completely mixed and mastered by us.
Damn.
Wow.
It was a lot of all-nighters where we literally would, it was like, we'd start at like 8 in the morning, finish at like 9 the next day, and we'd just repeat that over and over. We had all the songs written in 2, and then we basically got them where we wanted them to be. The whole idea of this album was don't overthink it. If it sounds good, if we get in, go head off to the gym and we blast the songs and we're all fucking happy, then brought the guys in, they all tracked their parts, and then we got mixing, did a load of all-nighters mixing for about 2 weeks. Then we mastered it, and then once we mastered it, we got the artworks done, and then now we're just getting all the promo and social media stuff and the music videos together. Over the past, we finished this what called the Asking Europe tour, which was when May.
Yeah.
So this was back in May, and then we've been sitting on it, and then we dropped Judgement as a surprise. Dance with the Dead, obviously just recently, and now we're getting ready to really kick off the next chapter for Paul Bartolome stuff with the release in January, which will be the big like, oh, here's the name of the album, and here's the EP1, and here's all this kind of the new single, which is going to be a big push, and it's more of the I guess the radio kind of song, radio with a breakdown, catchy. It's got kind of Bad Omen, Bring Me the Horizon sound to it with heavy drop like G guitars and shit.
You guys did all that work while also touring with Asking Alexandria and helping write their latest record, which is wild.
Yeah, that was fun. I did that album. I did that album in fucking, when was that? Asking album was last November. The December I finished it up, and then I did a little extra in March, like one more song, and then I didn't tour with Asking till June, and then we wrote our album that month before. So
What was it like touring with them on that record? Because especially like one of their singles, Psycho. Was number 1 for 4 weeks straight.
That was the first song I wrote for them. If you listen to the chorus, you can hear my doubles on the chorus. I've got harmonies on the song, and I did a bunch of backing vocal stuff. It was really cool.
That's so cool.
So to have that, and that was the thing. That's their second number 1 they've ever had, and it was their longest number 1. So I'm really happy with that.
That's awesome.
First mainstream band, kind of like success for me writing wise. I'm doing a lot of songwriting for a bunch of other bands. I'm working on another big band's album that is, I can't say because I don't know if they've even announced they're coming back. But super big band, old school band. It's going to be super cool. I showed the boys some of the songs in the car on the way here, and that's a really fun record. I'm excited to have credits on and backing vocals on, and another big band, very different from Asking, but it's they're making a comeback, and it's going to be really cool to have that out there as well. But touring with Asking was fun. I mean, that's kind of like we just did Mexico like a week or so ago, and then I'm done with them until we go to Brazil next March.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you and Danny did Criminal together years ago. Is that like the first time you two had ever worked together? Because what I'm wondering is like, did you ever think that like feature would lead to you becoming the backing vocalist for Asking Alexandria? Because that like pipeline seems kind of crazy.
No, I didn't. No, it was what are you laughing at? I didn't. Just manifested it. No, but it was weird. It's a weird story, man. Like, I mean, I worked with Matt Good back in 2019 on my Screaming for the Radio album. Matt Good's obviously Asking's producer, and he does their albums. And then I did, then 2020, I did a song with Danny. And then last year, I had a text from Matt saying, "Do you want to write the new Asking?" No, then Danny came to take photos of us playing Incarceration Fest in Ohio. And then he was like, "Do you want to write some Asking stuff?" And then did some stuff, didn't hear anything for a while. Then Matt Good messaged me going, "Here's the new Asking album, write vocals." Then I had a call with Ben, and then sent them the album. and spoke to Danny, gave him all the lyrics and stuff, and then they messaged me saying, "Do you want to come on tour?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then that's kind of how it went. So full circle.
Yeah, full circle indeed.
Yeah.
You mentioned That Good, and that reminded me of the single he featured on Not Okay. That's still one of my favorites from you guys.
Hell yeah. Well, which one? Not okay.
Yeah, Not Okay. I think that's the one he featured on, right?
Oh, on Screen for the Radio. Yeah. Yeah, Matt's cool, man.
Screen for
Matt's
the
cool. I'm working on some stuff with him, so it's really cool. It's really cool.
So this album, maybe we cut this out. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this. I was going to say, it looks like this one, you said, isn't going to have any features on it.
Yeah, this is the first album we've ever done with no features. No singles will have features. No EPs will have features. It's like a big thing we wanted to kind of do. And just kind of, just do a whole album where it's just us, everything. Like no mixing, mastering, anything. Just us. Everything we do, artworks. The only thing we do is videos with a mate of ours. But like I said, we write and direct it all, so it's been really fun. Yeah, we didn't really want. I mean, I've been talking to a couple people who, when I was on tour with Asking, who liked the album. Some big names who kind of had interest in a couple of the songs, but maybe we'll do that as a re-release, like extra single version. But the actual releases will just be us, yeah.
I would be totally down for like a deluxe version with like features on some of the main album songs.
Oh,
I feel like
the deluxe version with 20 songs ain't enough.
Yeah, we want 25.
Jake wants
at least.
40.
No, I'm just saying stuff like I'm thinking of when Kellen Quinn featured on Messy by Conquer Divide type thing after they just released Messy as a standalone.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh yeah. We'd be 100% down for that. We'd be 100% down for doing that. There's some people I have in mind and met in LA that I might be doing some co-writes with that I would be super down for. Really cool band, kind of blowing up right now. So that could be a cool one. There's a couple songs I could hear some people on. I mean, I'm going to be going to a big show in January that we're on the guest list for on VIP. From a band I met in Mexico. I won't say too much about that, but yeah, so that could be a cool one if that would ever happen. That would be huge. But yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. The album sounds great. I mean, what do you guys think? Would you say something about the album? All quiet over here. You talk about you're on the album. You talk about the album, motherfucker.
Way heavier drum part. Way heavier. So like playing this live is so much more fun than the other stuff.
You did blast beat.
Yeah, first I did blast beat, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And there's like 2 songs that are heavier than Judgement.
Is that the next video? Is it
Yeah,
the one we can't say? Is it that one?
Yeah, man.
Comes out in April 5th.
See, that's a definitely.
No.
Yeah, I will say there's a song called it's probably the second heaviest song on the album. Judgement is not the heaviest song on the album.
Oh god.
That's
We
crazy.
we shot a video for the heaviest song on the album in a forest, and we had raining blood come down on me on the double breakdown.
And there's pigs as well.
Yeah,
There's all
No, and
shit.
there's pigs as well. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, shit got
Yeah.
wild. But yeah, it's on the double slowed down breakdown after another build up. Yeah. The whole song is heavy as fuck. But yeah, no, is going to be part 2 to Dance with the Dead. We have it as like all the story is even like as you can see in the music video is all based around a hotel. So we have Dancing with the Dead brackets night 1, bracket night 2, and then we have the final part night 3. So that's a 3-part song, very over the top. The darker, heavier one. Dancing with the Dead is the more middle one, and then just fucking nuts. Like, I can't even describe as a song. I just know when we.
It's something that just needs to be experienced, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
You just need to listen to it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing it in rehearsals to end the show for our tour, and it's just one of those songs where it's like we've just found our perfect ending song ever. Like Judgement is our perfect opening song, but this song is our fucking. We'll always end the show with how we do it. It's just so over the top, so nuts, heavy as well. It's dark. It's got everything in it. It's a bit wild, but I mean, yeah, this album is fucking. Can't wait to get it out. Like everything about it, the branding for it, the artwork for it, the
We
look
should get
of
it
it,
done by ourselves.
all done by us. There's all the content we have for it, the music videos we have.
The music video is brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, we just decided let's do a video for every song and then let's roll it out. And We got, like I said, we got another video coming out in January, which is the next single.
It's like for the quality, the budget is.
Yeah, budget's super cheap for these videos as well. We went from doing like $5,000 videos to just dropping it down to about 1,000 a video.
Damn.
And it's like just looks, but Dance with the Dead looks probably the best video we have. So we're just like, fuck it. We get more creative freedom with these ones, and yeah, the album's super cool. There's a lot of, I mean, my favorite song on the album, apart from Dancing with the Dead, would probably be the next single, and probably I always forget what songs are on the album because we've done so many.
The one we did. It's
Midnight.
very Ice Nine Kills. I like it.
I'm just leaking all the track list.
Just say it out.
Yo, I'm ready to hear this. Send it to me.
I mean, we're about to play it all on. We're literally our set list for tour is just the new album as well, except for the ballad on the album. We took that one out.
But we 12 completely new songs.
12 completely new songs in the order of the tracks on the album. We just thought, look, this album is made to be played live. Just fucking play it, because anyone who comes to tour who doesn't know it will fucking know it by the end of the tour, and they'll be dancing and screaming and moshing and deaths.
It's the first time we've done intros for songs, so it flows nicely.
Yeah. What's your favourite song? Your favourite song?
And I do enjoy the drums too.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. There's, I think, all the songs are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think every song has some really cool parts. Asylum, has like technical shit that's mad.
That's probably the hardest song.
Yeah, that's been.
Yeah,
I think it's the most by far. I think it's most.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Every song.
Everything's just cranked to fucking 11.
Oh, mate, the mixed template we have,
Yeah.
everything is fucking push.
Yeah.
Everything is loud. It hits you in the fucking face. It's nuts.
It's wild. This album. Yeah, there's some shit like Judgement and Dance with the Dead are just like it's kind of weird. They're like a weird taste of the album because of how the other songs are. But you'll see, like, when you hear the part 2 of Dance with the Dead, when people hear Dance with the Dead and then think there's a part 2 coming, they are not going to expect this to be part 2. Right. But yeah, that's kind of the point. That they're all very, very different from each other. It's definitely the darkest, most aggressive, like.
But also, like the videos, when the extended videos come out, we had so much fun with the storyline.
Oh yeah, the video. I mean, when we put them all together, it's going to be like 20-25 minute music video of just 3 songs. Which is
and it's got like the cringy, like 80s horror act.
Oh yeah, with purposely bad acting, like just having a laugh of it, improvising half of it. It's just fun.
The script we have for the next video, we're more excited to do that than the actual.
Yeah, I mean, the performance shots are going to be cool. We've got like body bags hanging from the ceiling, blood everywhere, and then we've got, it's kind of similar to the formula for Dance with the Dead, where there's a load of deaths throughout the video, but the deaths are definitely a lot more like darker, brutal, and full on like horror vibes. So it's going to be it's going to look a bit mad. We might get censored on YouTube from.
I was going to say, in terms of service,
I think my death might get. I think anyone who's done the stuff we've done.
No, criminal.
No, I think the death. Every music I've seen that does the death we're doing for me has always been like.
Yeah. Warning up.
Nah, fuck that. That warning will be when it comes up on the screen. But no, it's fun. We're all going to be playing characters. It's all still based around Cluedo, which is fun, just like the last video. And it's going to be cool. Cluedo Killer. It's going to be the prequel, and how he became the Cluedo Killer. And then part 3 will be the sequel, where it's a year on. It's just this madness that happens. And then all the other videos we have are just cool, like performance videos and shit like that.
You guys made mention of a lot of the music videos going into the singles. How important is a music video with a single release?
I think the music videos, it depends on the song. Judgment, we did a music video, but it was more just through. Yeah, the music video for Judgment was more just like marketing push. So you can have like a Spotify canvas, you can have Insta stories, things like that. We have a few videos where it's literally just a performance video like Judgment, just in cooler areas, and they all look great, but they'll get pushed a lot less than like, say like the video for the next single, Dance with the Dead, the other 2 parts of these will be pushed a lot harder because there's a lot of time put into them. But there's definitely a couple of videos where it's like, okay, it's going to be cool marketing for it, and it's just an extra push. And once the EP's out, we get like another month of just let's quickly do another push on the last EP before we move on to the next one. So it definitely does help. It just depends on how you use it.
I still can't believe it. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Get over here. Get over the pond. What do they call it? The pond? Is that what it is? Cross the pond?
Cross the pond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we might be coming. Well, we might be coming next year. That's what it looks like. Looks like we'll be doing this album next year on a stage in summertime, and it looks like I'll be doing a show of Asking on probably the same day, so it's gonna be fun.
I mean, it's easy for me because I fucking live over there.
Yeah, just get. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, we've got a lot planned. This next tour we're doing in next week is gonna be super fun. We're about to announce like a whole new list of shows because just things happened. So some shows didn't happen. So now we've been spending all day on the phone, and now we've got a whole new list of shows. So we're re-announcing the tour like a week before we go on fucking tour. But shit happens. It's gonna be fun. Well, I mean, we just like playing the album. So yeah, coming soon.
Oh fuck!
Did I just say the album name?
I just sent him a fucking picture of the art.
Yeah. Do you want to see the artwork real quick? Hang on.
Just send us the album while you're at it.
yeah.
You're cheeky, you're teasing me. All right, here we go. This was all done by us. This is going to be the new look and vibe. Which one's the header and which one's the... There we go. That's the new look. We got the new logo with the upside down cross in there. It's going to be the look. Definitely a lot heavier vibe. And then what else can I fucking send you? What do you want? What do you want to hear? And then we got the track list here. Right. That's only the track list for the album, though, not the EPs. I won't tell you what because the EPs aren't in order of the album. So the EPs will be spread out to make sense for EPs. But that'll be the final track list for the full album.
This is sick.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of work put into that.
Let me give you a rundown of the whole album while we're at it. Because the way we see it is we're just really excited about this album. I think doing the whole like surprise thing is great and you tease it and you hype it. And I think that works when you're a much bigger band. But I think we're at the point now where we've taken a whole year off. We've not been doing anything. We're finally, like, after Reflections, we basically did nothing. So it's good to be back and doing stuff. We're excited about it. So we don't really care if people are like, oh, we know the album and we know the track list. It's like, cool, we'll get ready.
I mean, stuff also just gets leaked anyway.
Exactly.
Like...
I'm about to leak it right now. All right, let's give you it.
Hey, if you leak it, someone will.
Yeah, exactly.
May as well be to a trusted source, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll give you some spoilers. We'll give you a whole band commentary on each song. We'll give you a little teaser of each song, kind of break down each song for you. So yeah, let's give it. So Judgement, you've already heard, is like the heavy opener. Get the energy going.
It sounds great live.
Sounds
great live.
epic live. Yeah,
I
heavy
can
as fuck.
imagine.
Yeah,
Big cinematic intro as well for live.
yeah, we got really cool intros. Evil is definitely up there chorus wise.
Yeah. Evil's a banging.
Evil's probably a good blend of the whole album. Has some big like lead guitar stuff in the chorus with
Also, the
harmonies.
video with the breakdown. The breakdown looks.
Yeah, the breakdown for Evil is next level heavy. Yeah, actually, should we just play little teasers? Can we play teasers? We can give it a fucking go. Want some teasers? Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give it a go. I don't know how it'll come through.
Chris is somewhere.
Label out there somewhere going, oh, answer your phone.
Label's just got red dot sites on the four of us after this. Be like, watch these guys.
Let's see. Not looking like it, is it? It's just frozen. All right, well, you're out of luck. They got the label deleting the Dropbox. Right, one more go. If not, we'll just keep giving you descriptions. Right. Yeah, Evil's up next, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see if we can get a little chorus. Chorus and a clip of the breakdown would be cool. It's fucking loads. If not, you got it on your phone, haven't you?
No, I haven't got one.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna phone it. That'll be the best quality we're gonna get to hear a clip of each chorus. Let me find the clip. All right. This is the clip of the chorus. I don't know how well it'll come through, but let's give it a little. This is the chorus, and we'll show you a breakdown.
I think Discord's noise
Yeah,
suppression.
Discord is like noise
cutting
suppressing its way through the chorus.
That's the
So-
label. The label is working with
the
Discord's noise
label.
suppression to just fuck with you guys.
Yeah,
That's-
it's not coming through.
It's not coming through.
No, it's the Discord noise suppression's cutting it up. Like we heard bits and pieces of it.
That's bollocks. That is. Well, I'm going to send you guys some clips after this, so you can have a listen. We'll send clips of each song. We'll send a chorus to breakdown. Song after that, Dream World is the next single.
Dreamworld's the best.
Dream World's got a good chorus.
Oh.
It's probably like a mix of Bad Omens meets Bring Me the Horizon meets 7-string guitars.
Beautiful. Say no more.
Yeah, that
man.
one. The chorus is very catchy, super different. I tried something new on that one. So yeah, that's vocally, that's a really cool one for me. Very funky guitars and bass shit on that one as well. Yeah, that's probably a standout.
That's the one we're going to try and push.
Yeah. So that'll be coming out in January with the announcement of the EP one. And then we got number 4, Poison Tree. Is just the most like
one
of my favorite choruses. Again, very different.
It's just kick.
Very fast, non-stop double
kick.
Isn't
fast, but it's just how long it goes for, and I have to put my foot through.
Yeah, it's like
just knackered.
Like non-stop energy just throughout. That's going to be a good circle pit song. The chorus is very different for that one as well. Again, we tried something different vocally with that, so I'm excited to people to hear the kind of vocals on this album. Big guitar solo. Really fast shit at the end, then a big guitar riff as well that goes over it, and then just a really cool slamming ending as well. The ending goes hard, doesn't it? Yeah. That whole high screen bit where it holds, yeah. So that's Poison Tree. Dance with the Dead, you've heard. Fake Hollywood is just a straight up like, just I don't know how to describe this song. Just
like Criminal way heavier, faster, had more energy.
Yeah. If Criminal was faster, had more energy, was heavier, had a massive breakdown, had a breakdown in a verse as well, went super heavy for no reason, had a massive guitar riff, and one of the it's a different song really, and just a super catchy chorus that is kind of was meant to be a piss take lyrically, and it kind of works really well, and it's kind of a shot at some people. So it's
okay.
Yeah. What's the lyrics?
No.
You act like a movie star, you don't mean shit. You think that you're famous, but you're just not it. Now you're so deep into the water. No, you'll never be famous, fake Hollywood. Yeah. That's a good fun one. Lots of gang vocals. Yeah, the lyrically it has a Nickelback vibe, and then it's just very driving, and it's gonna be a real like non-stop, like everyone could be off their feet for that song, just jumping the whole way. And then you got Soul on Fire, which is a bonus song on the album because it won't be on EPs. Just a straight up like it's in a major key, that one. Super just like a positive vibe, but like again super like it's like dancey metal in a way. Big chorus, catchy as fuck, dancey metal with a brand.
It's in a major key. It sounds like happy compared to
yeah. And then you got the Day to Remember style breakdown in the second verse, and then you've got the big solo, big gang vocals, a really cool bridge, a nice bridge, and then a bunch of like ad-lib, like poppy runs at the end where I just let loose on the falsetto, which was cool. Then after that, you just slam it into Buried in the Walls, which is just an absolute. I'll send you clips on here of each song, but Buried in the Walls is just fucking stupid. The breakdown at the end is just.
It's kind of like Chelsea Grin.
The main riff is like Chelsea Grin.
Oh boy.
Then the verse.
Old or new?
Old. Oh. So it's like the main riff is like old Chelsea Grin, then the first verse is like a dark beat with Michael Jackson vocals over it, and then the chorus is just full on screams, gang vocal. And then there's a breakdown in the second verse with some really high screams for no reason. And then there's a massive pig squeal at the end. Get slamming straight into a double breakdown that goes into a slower breakdown that goes into. Yeah, so it's actually a really fucking weird song to be honest, but it works well. You'll see. It's a heavy fight. The chorus is all screams with a gang vocal behind it, but it's still very catchy. Like just non-stop like driving.
I don't think there's any other third class pieces. That one's got the most chronic.
That one's got the most chronic drums, and the riffs as well.
Perfect rendition.
You'll when it was when I sent you that teaser, sir, you'll be like, wow, he was spot on.
He nailed that shit. Yeah.
Asylum is
You're doing that most technical.
Asylum is Architects meets. What's the vocal like for it? Wage War meets Architects meets.
Ooh,
some
that has me intrigued.
some bendy guitars. You know, that breakdown constantly goes. That's a good
That
one.
has me intrigued.
And then Running in Circles is very has a very big anthemic sound, like almost like how Wage War do their ballads, but with a heavier riff and again a big bridge. Also has a very old school sound. So that second part, that second verse bit reminds me of like some Dead by April shit with the way the guitars, it all cuts out the guitar leads. Yeah,
Who did
I mean, Affliction. Yeah, it's got like some real old school elements to it. Yeah, it's really weird. It's got a modern take on it, and then the second verse and ending have a very old school breakdowny kind of and then the leads and shit. So that's just a really cool vibe. So that's again a bonus song, won't be on the EP, it'll only be on the album. So that one's really cool. Painkiller is
we've got so many EDM drums.
Painkiller is just nuts. It's heavy, it's dark, it's chanty, it's shouty, it's singing.
18-hour session, get pissed.
Yeah. Painkiller is basically
There's 12 days.
Yeah, it's like Nightmare Before Christmas meets Fall Out Boy meets Panic at the Disco meets dance meets metal meets Asking Alexandria meets what else does it fucking meet?
How well connected is this song? What the fuck?
Yeah. When you hear the clip, you'll be like, "Oh, that makes sense," and it's just fun. We didn't take it too seriously. Like the post-chorus is just something to shout, and we've got this whole bit we're gonna be doing live, and it's just like we've never done a bit like this because it's kind of like goofy in a way, but it actually works really fucking well. You can imagine a football stadium just like chanting this shit, and we did it. We literally got drunk and then just started shouting it into the mic. We're like, "That works. Let's leave it." And then How Do We Get Here is the ballad on the album, probably the best song ever written for us, for sure. It's like the best written song. It's got a very different vibe to any ballad we've done before. The video's super cool, really cool solo at the end. But it's definitely a new kind of vibe for as far as doing ballads. It's not like any of the ballads we've done on previous records.
It's not like an acoustic.
It's not an acoustic ballad. It's definitely more poppy.
All right, I like that. Acoustic ballads can really just take me out of an album sometimes. So I like hearing that.
You have to be.
You're gonna love the 5 acoustic songs at the end of the album. No, I know what you mean.
Well, but by that point, I'm like in the acoustic mood when they're all back to back. But like throwing an acoustic at like track 11 out of 12.
Oh yeah,
and then going back, like I can't do that.
Yeah, this man's crazy. Ignore him.
I didn't really want to do that for this one, so that's why we kind of threw the acoustics as the bonuses at the end on the deluxe. But this kind of it's my favorite ballad. It's very catchy. It's very simple. But it's a vibe. It's very much like how Bad Omens do their ballads in a way. Mixed with Bring Me, mixed with like some even more modern stuff. Like the solo at the end is like some Post Malone shit, but over like this ginormous fucking band ending. The video is super cool. So yeah, that song is like just a vibe. You can kind of put on and just really vibe to. And then after that, you got Midnight, which is the heaviest song we've ever written and probably will ever write, and just gets ridiculous. That's all I can say. Really, really fun chorus, really high chorus, highest chorus on the album for singing.
I'm happy I get to do that little bell again. That's what I've always wanted.
Crazy video, crazy song. It's a bit. That one's a bit nuts and a bit next level. We kind of wrote that last minute. Actually, that was done when the album was already finished, about a couple months later. Just because we felt that Judgement was such a good start to the album, and then ending on How Do We Get Here was kind of like I feel like we need one more song that's just even heavier, just to end. We start heavy,
just to like go full circle type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So rather than ending on the ballad. That one's G sharp, yeah.
I fuck with that.
Is that buried in the woods, G sharp?
Yeah, so it's very, very heavy. And then again, the other songs are just acoustic renditions, which are really cool. Dance with the Dead rendition acoustic is going to be coming out, aiming for after tour to kind of wrap up the tour. Be like, here's the acoustic version. Latest it will come out is next month, depends on scheduling. I need to finish it. I'm going to get it tomorrow and then start finishing it. And then again, Dreamworld will have an acoustic version that comes out before the first EP. That one's going to be really cool. They're all going to sound really nice and very different to the originals. And then we have the 2 orchestral versions that we're working on with a certain person, which is going to be cool. I actually can't say any more about that, but that one's going to be super cool. That'll be on the album. And yeah, we're going to be taking this all through next year. And then the full album will come out. Well, we'll let you know when the full album comes out with the announcements. But we've got 13 music videos to drop and a lot of content coming out over the next year.
I almost feel like saying just a lot of content is almost underselling how much you guys have been up to.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot. So we didn't want to just do like the last time we did Reflections, the 2 EPs, and then the deluxe album. The deluxe album only had 1 song, so for me it kind of felt like it did really well at Billboard. It was a really high charting song on album on Billboard, which was nuts for us. Like I got the plaque here, and it was fucking, what was it? It was number 11 on the top new artist albums. It was, what was it on current albums? 16, and then hang on, I'll tell you. So we got record label independent current albums, it was 58. Top new artist albums, it was 11. Current album sales, 189, and current hard music albums, 16. For an album that we didn't think would do, we didn't think it would do anything. We just loved the album, but you don't expect that. So to suddenly get that, and then obviously with everything going on with the Asking stuff, we kind of went ghost for a bit. So we just really want to push this as hard as we can. And I always felt like just having 1 extra song on the album when you had the 2 EPs was kind of like always made me feel a little bit weird about it in a way, because it's kind of like, well, we're not really giving much for the deluxe album, so what's the incentive? I mean, it did great and people loved it, and they loved Rabbit Hole, which was the deluxe song, but I was kind of like, boys, if we're going to do this, we have the means to do it, so let's go the extra mile. Let's put 4 acoustic songs on. Let's, rather than just doing, you get 2, because we already said, well, you're going to get 2 new songs on this album instead of 1. I was like, well, that's cool, but that's just 1 up from last time, and let's go full out with this one, and let's do all the acoustic versions we had planned. Let's just put them on the album. Let's do 2 orchestral versions. So when you get the album, you're going to get 2 acoustic versions will be out. So you'll get 3, 4, 5. You're going to get 7 new songs when you get the full album.
Yeah, with everything you guys have said, it's like there's so much coming, and a lot to get excited about too. Like a lot of this, teasers that you've given for a lot of the stuff that will be coming out next year is very exciting. I feel like.
Yeah, and we're going to be going full force. Obviously, I've got a very busy year with Asking, but in between those shows and even on some of those shows, we're going to be doing some stuff. So we're very excited to start getting stuff going, and we're really taking it seriously and ready to get back out there, really, after such a long break. And I think this album will really, Reflections puts us on the map. I think this one will take it to new heights. So this tour will be a good start. I'm going to send you clips of every song off the album. I'll send you a chorus and a bit of the breakdown, and you'll hear what I'm saying. It's album is wild.
Justin, Derek, and Jacob, I don't know if you guys have any more questions left, but the last question that I want to ask is, when is the Paul Bartolome supporting Asking Alexandria headliner tour happening? I feel like it has to happen at some point now, surely.
We can't, Jake. You
Yeah, we got a bit here coming. The album's coming. It's going to be sick. I don't know. Something that would be fucking sick, and would definitely be something we'd work on. There might be an instance where we might be doing the same festival on the same day at different times. That's something we're looking at doing. Tour-wise, it's something we'll discuss.
I have a question. I have a question. With all this work, do you guys breathe?
Yeah. Right?
That's a silly question. You'll hear me breathing on one song on this album. Right before Blair. You'll hear me. I don't know if we meant to do it or if I just gave out on the track, but you'll hear me breathing on it.
Is it like sexy breathing? Or...
God.
No, there's a low talking part on Buried in the Walls. If you have headphones on, it's going to be like I'm fucking your ears.
Oh, perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Actually,
Look, all I'm saying is we haven't cornered the market yet. We need to get on that.
Exactly. So we've got it down. We've got it down. This album. It's all good. We've got some groovy stuff. We've got some heavy stuff. We've got some catchy stuff. It's gonna be fun. We've got a lot coming this year, and we're excited.
We're excited.
Hell yeah!
Oh, yeah.
all the sounds, all the similar bands, everything you've said, it's like it's all coming up good for me. So I am beyond excited to hear both the clips and the full album when it finally drops.
Fuck yeah.
You guys also sound like you guys are like hella inspired and
motivated.
Like motivated was the word I was looking for, about this album. So I'm excited to see like where that goes, and
yeah, I think it's just
I'm excited to hear it.
I think it's just because we had so long off. We've just not, because we weren't, after Reflection came out, we weren't working in the background. We did just stop. We just let it come out, and we didn't do anything until, say, May, June. So, I mean, we finished the album way before December. All we did was post the album came out. So we didn't actually do anything probably from November, December last year up until about May, June. So we had quite a long time off of just doing nothing. And then, like I said, this album wasn't originally for us, and it quickly turned into it. And yeah, here we are.
Unless you guys have anything else that you want to say, Paul and the rest of the band, or Justin, Derek, Jacob, if you guys have any last comments you want to make. Otherwise, I don't know if there's too much more left to talk about. So we can start wrapping this up.
Let's throw it around the room. David, what do you want to say to the people and the guys before we wrap up?
I'm looking forward to people hearing this album. It's going to be a shock after hearing Reflections. I think it really is.
Jay?
I can't wait for tour and for what possibilities we might have planned for next year.
You happy about the album?
Doesn't matter about the album.
You said, what kind of question is that?
Be happy to be slapping the bass on the album on the old 5-string and the 4-string.
Definitely test to be fair though, what Reflections, Jay, you've been playing 2 years, and the stuff he's playing on this one is fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's definitely not like
It sounds like it.
Reflections was definitely musically was a lot easier. It was meant to be that arena hard rock sound, whereas this is definitely like a lot more riff based and shit. Ryan?
Yeah, I think this album's amazing. I think it's like completely new.
Wow, yeah, that guy's amazing. He is excited.
I think it's
12 at night, and he's thinking it's amazing. I love that enthusiasm.
But no, I mean, there's all the heavy, more my sort of thing as well. Plus, it's cool to play 7-string and all that sort of stuff. And some of the choruses are just bangers. They're hands down some of the best stuff that we've had.
Yeah, and I'm just excited to go to sleep. No, I'm excited. I think everyone's excited. We're all motivated. We're all ready to get going. And yeah, this album is just one of those albums where I've been putting it on constantly. It's just always, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited and proud of all the boys as well for their work on the album and how everyone's doing in rehearsals and tours. It'll be super fun. You know, it's gonna be quite cool going from being like a bus with Asking and stuff back down to, you know, getting in a van with the lads and just doing a little mini tour around the UK and in the drink and just having a laugh and playing some shows. It's gonna be fun. I'm playing this set as well, so yeah, I think from all of us, we're fucking stoked and we're happy to get the opportunity to talk to you guys and help promote it with us, and we'll send you some clips of each song.
Yeah, thank you for joining us once again.
And for thinking of us when considering this.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I've just given you away everything I shouldn't have in the first. So if you want to hear about the album coming after this, let's jump on again next week. 5-year plan.
I will need a little bit of a break before we're blacklisted from your label.
Right.
All right, before we completely end this episode, be sure to follow the guys at Paul Bartolome on social media at Paul Bartolome Music, I believe it is, on like Instagram and stuff.
That's the one.
There it is. Make sure to go give them a follow, and be sure to give us a follow at Hivemind Radio _ on Instagram and Twitter /X as well if you want to keep up with our stuff if you aren't already. But yeah, Once again, thank you guys for joining us and talking to us about all the new music. We're excited. I hope anyone that's listening to this episode is excited. And yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Go stream Judgment and Dancing with the Dead.
Yeah. Oh, who said they didn't like Judgment? Did someone say they didn't like Judgment in one of your reviews?
I think it might have. It sounds like if it might have been Justin. I don't know. Am I throwing Justin under the bus? I don't
remember at all.
Justin's normally not a fan of like the heavier stuff, so that's why I'm defaulting to him.
It threw me off, but it's grown on me as like the time has come.
It's growing on you, is it? Yeah, I see you.
The virtual gun to his head, like, yeah, it grew on me.
Like wrestling songs. No, I'm just joking. All right, thanks very much, guys.